Burnout isn't just about how much you're carrying. It's about how long your body has been carrying it without rhythm, without recovery, and without enough support. Burnout isn't a mindset issue. It's a physiological load issue. If you're exhausted, but you're still functioning, still showing up, this is for you. Because that kind of exhaustion isn't about doing too much. It's about what your nervous system has been holding. There's a very specific kind of exhaustion where everything feels heavy, even small things, brushing your teeth, washing your face. You wake up tired, you get through the day, you do the things you're supposed to do, and then you lie down at night and your mind is still going, still racing. And you start to wonder, what's wrong with me? Why does this feel so hard? And this is where most women get it wrong. Because it's not just about what you're doing, it's about what your body has been carrying for a long time. It doesn't happen all at once. It builds slowly over time. And I read something recently that said, women are not burned out because they are weak. They are burned out because they are carrying more than their body was ever designed to. And that's true. But there's something even deeper happening underneath that. And I want to share something personal here with you because I've been in this. I'm still in it, I think. But in my own body over the past couple of years, I went through my own version of burnout. I was caregiving for my dad, and I still am, who has stage 4 cancer. There was emotional exhaustion as both my parents were in and out of the hospital. It was dealing with all the medical appointments. I was eating to soothe myself at the end of the day just because the anxiety and the expectation and doing everything was just too much. And so to soothe, I would eat sweets, right? Because what is chocolate? It's love. What is ice cream? It's rich. It's loveliness coming into the body. And I wasn't getting any of that, right? I was giving it all away. And so I gained weight, not fitting my clothes, and slowly over time lost connection to the things that used to bring me joy. Being up in the mountains, snowboarding or hiking or riding my bike at the beach or even just going to the beach, all of these things just felt like one more thing on my to-do list. And I was just too exhausted to do them. And the hardest part wasn't the fatigue, right? The hardest part was I knew better. I teach nervous system regulation. I teach yoga, I teach Ayurveda. I understand the physiology of stress. I understand women's physiology and hormones. I talk about rhythm and restoration and safety and support. And I still couldn't apply it to myself. It just became too hard to function. And so the knowledge was floating above my life. It wasn't landing. It was up here. I know it exists, but I didn't have a tangible hold on it. Because knowing isn't the same as being safe enough to receive it. And that's what burnout does. It doesn't just exhaust you. It disconnects you from your body, from joy, from relationships, from the part of you that knows what you actually need. Some might call that intuition. I've asked women who are deeply burnt out, what brings you joy? And 9 times out of 10, the answer is, I don't know, or I used to enjoy this, but I don't anymore. And that might sound familiar to you. What brings you joy? And that answer used to break my heart when I would hear it. And now I completely understand it, because joy isn't something you force. It's something that reimagines when you give yourself the space, when your nervous system finally feels safe enough to stop surviving. Because burnout isn't just about how much you're carrying, it's about how long your body has been carrying it without rhythm, without recovery, and without enough support. And most women I talk to don't think of it this way. They think, I just need to be more consistent. I need more discipline. I should be handling this better. But burnout isn't a mindset issue. It's a physiological load issue. And the gap between those things is everything. So when you say you're exhausted, what you're actually carrying might look like this: a nervous system that never gets a break from stimulation, noise, screens, decisions, constant inputs. A body that has been giving more than it's been receiving for a long time. A system that's been running on stress hormones instead of true energy. Sleep that might look like rest, but it doesn't restore you. And emotional weight that never really had a space to be processed. And when you zoom out, this isn't just about one stressful week. It's often years, sometimes decades of living this way, of it becoming your baseline, giving, responding, holding everything together, without the type of support that the body actually needs. And here's what I want you to understand. Your body has been communicating this whole time. It shows up in your digestion, in the bloating that comes out of nowhere, in the fatigue after eating that you've learned to work around. It shows up in the neck, in the shoulders, in the tension you carry there that never quite releases. It shows up at 3 a.m. when you wake up with your jaw clenched and your mind already running through tomorrow's to-do list. These aren't random symptoms. They are your nervous system trying to get your attention any way it can. Because it's not something that's wrong with you. It's something that has been asking for your attention for a long time. And when these things do become our baseline, when we just sort of live with them, they become constant anchors in the background, and we just think that that's how things always were and how things always will be. But really, it's the body communicating to you that it's out of balance. In Ayurveda, we understand the body as a system. When one part is out of rhythm, it affects everything else. Digestion slows, energy becomes unpredictable, sleep stops restoring you, and the emotional body starts to feel like it's constantly bracing for something. And that's not a discipline problem, that's a rhythm problem. Because it's not just that you're doing too much. It's that your body has been in survival mode for so long. And when you're in survival mode, your body doesn't know how to fully rest. It can't fully access that rest state. Even when you stop, even when you sleep, even when you try to take a break, the stress response is still on, just a little bit. This is why rest alone doesn't work, because the body hasn't shifted out of survival mode. It's just pausing inside of survival mode. True restoration requires rhythm, not more effort, not more discipline, but rhythm. The body needs to learn through consistent, gentle signals that it's safe to slow down, that it doesn't have to keep bracing, that rest and safety and support is available. So the answer isn't to push through harder. It's not more discipline. It's not trying to fix yourself. It's learning how to create rhythm again. When your body begins to trust that it's safe to slow down, that it's safe to receive, that it doesn't have to keep carrying everything on its own. And this doesn't start with a complete life overhaul. It starts small. It's eating meals at consistent times every day. Slowing down one part of your day, even just a little bit. Noticing when you push past your body's signals and beginning to listen instead. It's one small anchor in the morning. Perhaps it's the hand over the heart and listening to the sound of the birds chirping or praying to God for the beauty of the day. Maybe your one small anchor is tongue scraping, brushing your teeth, playing your favorite song. It's one small moment at night where you truly exhale. That's where rhythm begins. Maybe at the end of the evening, it's 5 minutes without distraction. Maybe it's putting your phone away for 5 minutes before you close your eyes or turning off the lights. These are signals to your nervous system, to your body, that it is supported and safe and can move into true rest mode. I hope that this episode resonated with you because you're not the only one who experiences this kind of exhaustion. I recorded another episode, episode 12, Wired and Tired, Why You Feel Exhausted But Can't Relax. And that episode will help you understand what's happening in your system at a deeper level. If you've been feeling exhausted or disconnected or like something just isn't right, it's not because you're failing. It's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your body has been carrying more than it was meant to, for longer than it should have, without enough support along the way. Burnout isn't your identity. Stress isn't your identity. Overwhelm isn't your identity. It's not something that you need to push through. It's your body asking for a different way of being. Not more rules, not more pressure, but a return to a rhythm that supports your life experience. And if this resonates with you, if you've been feeling like your body doesn't fully let you rest, even when you stop, I created a 12-minute yoga nidra practice for exactly this. It's a gentle way to begin shifting your nervous system out of a constant state of holding and into a place where your body can actually receive rest. You can find the link in the show notes. Just press play and let your body be supported, be well and nourished. That's it for this edition of The Body Rhythm. Thank you for joining me. Be well and nourished.